All right, my friends, it is 7:36. Now, they say you are never alone in your mental health journey, and that's the message behind an incredible event that is happening in the Midlands in just a few weeks. We are talking about NAMIWalks. I know
Yes.
so many of you have heard about it before. Again, an incredible event that really spotlights and highlights the necessity to support and advocate for mental health awareness in our community. And I have had the absolute pleasure and honor of serving as the MC for the past couple of years. And this morning, we have the executive director extraordinaire of NAMI Mid-Carolina, Zenithia Brown, with us to talk more about the event and the importance of having healthy conversations around mental health. Thank you so much, Z.
Thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you for agreeing to MC again.
Oh, let me tell
Looking
y'all,
forward to
a
it.
time is always had.
Yes.
Last year, we were at Riverwalk, and we were boots on the ground.
Right, yes, we had our little
our
fans. We were-
okay,
yes, yes.
we were dancing. A
Yes.
time was had.
Yes.
Okay, so for my friends who may not be familiar with NAMI, tell us about this incredible nonprofit organization.
So NAMI Mid-Carolina, we are the local affiliate for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So there's 3 tiers, there's NAMI National, NAMI State, and we are NAMI of the Midlands. And so all the funds raised through NAMIWalks and everything that we do stays right here in the Midlands. But we actually provide support groups for people living with mental health conditions. And we provide support groups and services for family members of people living with mental health conditions, because family members need help as well. They're caregivers, and they need to understand the mental health conditions that their loved ones are going through. And so we provide all of those services, and we do all of that for free. There you go.
Y'all heard that?
That's the word. That's
Y'all
the word,
heard
free.
that?
Yes.
Free.
Free, but free does not mean it doesn't cost. And so that is why we raise funds for NAMIWalks, so that we're able to continue to provide our services for free. We're able to train people, train volunteers and facilitators, and that does cost. And so that's why we fundraise, but we try not to pass any of that on to our customers and people we serve, because we don't want finances to be any kind of barrier to taking care of your mental health.
Absolutely. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about NAMI and sing the organization's praises, sing y'all's praises so much, is because one of the common things that I hear when I talk to people about mental health, I've been very open about my mental health journey. One of the reasons that people say they don't go to a support group, or they don't seek out a counselor, or they don't even have the conversation, is because cost is a barrier for a lot of them. And so that's why NAMI is an absolutely critical resource in our community, because it takes away one of the biggest barriers that we see people come across when it comes to mental health and mental wellness. And so in order to make sure that our community is thriving, you have to have NAMI and its resources. And in order to have NAMI and its resources, we gotta get the monies, okay? We gotta get the monies.
Exactly.
And so one of the things I want to talk to you about before we really dive into NAMIWalks in the event is the conversation that we're starting to see really blossom and bloom about mental health and mental health awareness and just taking care of yourself. Can you talk to us about the importance of not only having that conversation with yourself, but with family and friends? Because really, we want to get rid of the stigma.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can only do that by starting the conversation. And, one way to do that is to basically pay attention to your friends. We always say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And we keep going, but we need to be able to say, "How are you doing?" and wait for the answer. And, and when you're a close friend with someone, when there's changes in their behavior. And so I might say, "Hey, Whitney, I've just noticed that, I've asked you out to lunch for the past 3 times, and you said no. And usually, that's our thing. So I'm just wondering if anything's going on. But I just want you to know, if there is something, you can talk to me." And you need to make sure that your friends know that you're a safe space. Not all friends, in our circle, are the people that are going to be there for us, when we're experiencing mental health conditions. I will say that, when you're dealing with a mental health condition, it does kind of cull the herd a little bit. You really do find out who your true friends are. But when we know that someone is a safe space, when someone lets you know that I see you, I hear you, and I know that there's something going on, and I just want you to know that when you're ready, I'm the person you can come to, you know, and that's how you get the conversation started, because basically you're letting people know that when you're ready, I'm here for you.
Yeah, and that's so critical. I also think for those friends, because I have friends that I had to lean on. I also am that friend that people can lean on as well. Or at least I hope and strive to be, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that was scary for me before I really understood mental health the way that I do now is I felt like as that friend that people could lean on, I was worried that I didn't have like the answers. But what I've learned so much through y'all and just your organization is the fact that you don't have to have the answers. You don't have to fix them right there in that moment. You just need to be a safe space and you can help point them to resources like NAMI.
Absolutely.
And so for anybody who's like, man, I got a friend I want to have that conversation with, but I don't know how to fix it, or just take the weight off and know just listening is huge, right?
You do not have to be a clinician. You do not have to have a degree. You just have to have a heart, and you have to listen, and you just have to let people know you're there for them. And you also need to encourage your friends to engage in self-care. Like if you are, especially if you are that strong friend, you know, sometimes you need to take some time for yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Some people, adult coloring books, me, it's music, you know, and I have recently discovered Legos. We hosted a Lego fun night, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to play with toys, and I'm now I am like obsessed.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is a calming thing for me. But that is my coping skill, and you know, I encourage everyone to find out what is good for them, what calms them, what recharges them, because we all need to take that time. We cannot just, you know, I know the cliche, we cannot just continue to pour from an empty cup, you know, and so part of that being a good friend is encouraging your friends to take time for themselves. It is so hectic right now. You know, people are worrying about everything, gas prices, you know, how am I going to get to work, those kind of things. But, you know, those things will come, and we will make do. But at the same time, you need to take care of your mental health. You need to take at least a minimum of 10 minutes a day to do something that you love and bring you joy. You're worth 10 minutes. You're worth 10 minutes. You really are.
I'm taking that. I'm putting it in my right back pocket.
You are worth it.
I'm taking that with me 10 minutes a day.
Just a minimum of 10 minutes a day.
And I love that you said you are worth 10 minutes. Ooh, that hit me in my ooh-sha-na-na. Like that just hit me. And that's so real. And I think because we get so bogged down with just living life because it can feel like a lot.
Yes.
That we don't even give ourselves 10 minutes, but that could make the world of a difference.
Yes.
So you have to prioritize yourself. And one of the things that I love that you say all the time is that self-care isn't selfish.
No.
And it's necessary to maintain, you know, good mental health. And so that 10 minutes a day, I'm absolutely going to make sure that I start prioritizing that.
Yes, and it does, people need to understand, self-care does not have to be expensive. It's not getting your nails done. It's something simple. For me, if I come home, I will sit in my driveway for at least 10 minutes, listen to my favorite song, scroll on my phone, but I need that 10 minutes before I go into that house where there's laundry, there's dust, there's a dog that needs to be walked. I need my time before I go into that house. And that's just that's how I recharge.
Yeah.
So it does not have to be expensive, and it does not have to be extensive, but you give yourself what you need because you deserve it.
I love this conversation so much. I also, too, this validates me because I am good, Z, for sitting in my car after I get home from work. And there's just, it feels like, sometimes I feel like I'm like 500, 600 tons. Like I feel so heavy, right?
Yes.
And so what I just do sometimes is I just sit in my car for like 10, 15 minutes and I like scroll or I'll read.
That's your time.
Right? And I'm like, there's something wrong with me. But now I'm like, no, I just need that moment.
No, listen, I have done that, and I've looked over and my neighbor's like in her car as well. So it is something that for me, my music, my scrolling, And and there are other things that I enjoy. Like I said, Legos. There are other things, but that is something so simple.
So simple.
That is
and
something
it's free.
so easy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's just you taking time for yourself because you need it.
Absolutely. I'll tell you so you do Legos. One of my coping skills is crocheting.
Okay. That's a talent. That's wow.
Nah, nobody wants what I'm making. I got my scarves look like socks. They got shapes of a sock. I don't know why my scarf keeps making an L, a hard left, but it does. So,
but does it calm you?
It does.
There you go.
You can't do nothing. I might be able to wash a dish with it. I'll give it to my dog to play with it. Nobody's wearing it. It's very unuseful, but the act of crocheting is absolutely very calming.
Yes.
All right, my friends, we now need to talk about NAMIWalks. Now that you have gotten these incredible tips, let's talk about an event that helps people learn about the same things that we are talking about, that really equips them to make sure they have incredible mental health and helps them along that journey if they're struggling. NAMIWalks, one of my favorite events of the year. Talk to us about it.
Yes, so NAMIWalks is May 2nd. Excuse me, is May 2nd. Is at Moore Park in Irmo. And I am so sorry. And it is our one fundraiser, major fundraiser for the year, but it's also an awareness raiser. We have a lot of vendors that come out and share information about mental health services, respite care for caregivers, free services that they offer. So it is an awareness raiser. And so I get a lot of calls from people saying, okay, do I have to raise funds to come out? No, you do not. We want everyone to come out and understand that they are not alone, that there are other people going through things that they are going through. I want them to see the faces of people living with mental health conditions. And when you get there, if you want to make a $20 donation or do a little Cash App or something, a little PayPal, that's good, because it does help us to keep things free. And other services that we offer, we go into corporate offices. We talk about self-care in the workplace.
Wow.
We talk about self-care in the faith community. I'm constantly going out every week and doing free presentations so that I can educate the community. And the way for me to do that is to raise funds, and NAMIWalks is that way. And so we are going to have a good time.
Yes.
We are going to be stigma-free. We are going to be a wonderful community.
Yes.
And I have decided this year we're going to have a Lego fun station.
Yes, ma'am.
A little self-serving.
Yes.
But we want everyone to come out and enjoy it and understand that, mental health and mental illness does not have to be a heavy thing that you deal with. It can be something that you come in. It's about recovery.
Yeah.
It's about living with it. It's not about existing or surviving. It's about thriving.
Yeah.
And so come out and just understand that, you're not alone.
Absolutely. My friends, if we can, I'm talking to our producer, Ryan, if you could pop up that website. We have a goal here. And as you can see it, the goal, $50,000, but
Yes.
we are a little over halfway there, but we only got a few weeks left.
Yes.
We need you. Even if
Absolutely.
you can't
Absolutely.
make it, you have heard about the wonderful things that NAMI is doing. If it is on your heart, $5, $50, $500, $5,000, any and everything helps, because
Absolutely.
again, this is such a critical resource in our community, and you are helping somebody on their mental health journey, and also just helping the conversation around mental awareness, because whether people realize it or not, the way I look at it, everybody's on a mental health journey.
We all are. If it's not for ourselves, it's with our family members.
Absolutely.
So we all need to be educated. We all need to be aware, and we all need to have the conversation.
Absolutely. Z, I love these conversations with you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, my friends, this interview, as always, going on WLTX.com. Check it out. Check out their website, my friends. Donate even if you can't make it. And if you can, join us on May 2nd as we continue to break the stigma surrounding mental health and help those who are on a journey.